Big news, everyone. It is British Week at Aldi. That's right, you can get all sorts of British things at Aldi at the moment, a variety of snacks and sauces. Unfortunately, they don't have Daddy's favourite brown sauce. I do love to slather a bit of Daddy's favourite on my sarnie, but they aren't selling that, unfortunately. You can, however, get a can of mashed peas. Bit of a delicacy there. Yes, if you want a tin of mashed peas, then Aldi has you covered. Anyway, what they do have is a selection of chips, or should I say crisps, as I believe is the correct nomenclature in Britain. Yes, they have 3 British-inspired crisps. They have the prawn cocktail, the cheese and pickle, and the Worcestershire sauce crisps. Alrighty, so I have them all here. Which one shall we go with first? I'll check out what I think is the weakest flavored one. Let's give the prawn cocktail a go. Whoa, just a potato smell there. There's their appearance. Bit of a reddish hue. Let's give them a go. Oh. To be honest, they just taste vaguely like tomato, to be honest. I had assumed that these would taste like prawn. They do not. They taste like the prawn cocktail sauce. I'm not exactly sure what is in the prawn cocktail sauce. I'm guessing tomato because it's that reddish sort of color. They're just like a slightly vinegary sort of tomato. Not amazing. Not amazing. On the ingredients here, well, there we go. It has onion powder and tomato powder. That's the only recognizable sort of flavor there. Yeah, just a sour sort of tomato flavor. Not that great. Apparently these are very popular in the UK. They're like a regular crisp flavor, but yeah, I don't know. Not amazing. Not amazing. Anyway, let's try the cheese and pickle flavor. Maybe these are a little bit stronger. Who knows? Okay, the guts there. Seems to be a lot more flavoring on these. A bit of a green, like, flecks of something. Let's give them a go. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if, like, British pickles are different, but this is, I can't taste the pickle at all. Where's the pickle? That's a very, very cheesy chip. Crisp, sorry. Yeah, it's got milk, buttermilk powder, and cheddar cheese. It's a very dairy kind of crisp here. Smells like cheese as well. Yeah, again, not, like, great, not brilliant. It's got a tiny, no, that's just like a real super artificial cheese flavor there, and that's basically it. There's like nary a hint of pickle flavor there. I can't taste the pickle at all. They really need to up the pickle. All right, let's finally try the Worcestershire sauce crisps. Big shout out to the people of Worcestershire if you're watching. There's not many places in the world with a sauce named after them, so I think that's quite an achievement, and I don't think they get recognized enough. So people of Worcestershire, I salute you. Anyway, how are the chips? And are there Worcestershire sauce flavored crisps in the UK? I don't know. Alrighty, that tastes quite sour, quite vinegary. Quite an interesting ingredients list there. Quite a few herbs and spices and whatnot. But anyway, how are the crisps? Let's give them a go. Okay, now these actually have a bit of flavor. These are quite good. These are quite good. Wow, they definitely have a vinegary taste. My mouth feels like it does after you have a salt and vinegar chip. It's very, yeah, definitely they've got the vinegary portion down. Whoa. It's not as vinegary as a salt and vinegar chip, but it's definitely there, and it has some sweetness over it as well. This is actually quite an interesting crisp. Yeah, I like these ones. These are good. I'm getting that real, yeah, vinegar sort of mouth effect. I don't know what that's called. Anyway, these are definitely the best. All right, here's my ranking. So the Worcestershire sauce crisps, the best. The prawn cocktail in second place, pretty comfortably. Like, they're fine. I could eat the whole packet, especially at a party with a beer. And then, yeah, in distant third are the cheese and pickles. It's mainly cheese and like a really bad cheese powder flavor. So that is the Food Sack definitive rating of the Aldi special British inspired crisps. Use that information wisely. Anyway, I will, well, yeah, I'll take these home and, I don't know, hopefully they get eaten. Yeah. Many thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all of that palaver, and I will catch you later. Cheers. The other day, I was at a cafe waiting for a coffee, and this old guy came up to me and started talking about installing like a gas pipe into his house to like heat the place up a bit better and like heat up the hot water system. He asked like, what do you think about all that? And I said, mate, I've no idea. I really do not know anything about that. And he gave me a look. He was like, and then walked off. And I thought, why is this old guy talking to me about plumbing? And then I look at my shirt and I realize, oh, Super Mario Brothers plumbing. He's obviously not a gamer and is not engaged with pop culture for the last 40 years. And he thought I was an actual plumber, which I'm not. Far from it. In fact, I've probably broken more toilets than I've ever fixed. Anyway, that was a bonus little anecdote just for you for sticking around. Cheers.